Hello everyone. I have to sit in a stool in the kitchen because I'm too tall for the camera and to show you what we're doing today. So, what we're doing today is making a string tie envelope with the covering of a photo of your choice, a photocopy, pages from a magazine, whatever you choose to use. Alright, so I'm going to show you what you're going to need. You're going to set up your mise en place. So, you're going to need a picture or whatever material you're going to use to cover your envelope. An envelope template, which you can make by taking apart an old envelope or just making one by hand. This one I made by hand. Yeah, that's it. Some kind of heavyweight paper or cardstock. Little circles that you cut out of some kind of other heavyweight paper. For these I used paint chip samples because they're stiff enough to use. Some brads. You can see them there, probably not. Some kind of Mod Podge or other adhesive. A stabby tool to poke holes. This is an awl. Some kind of string or cord. A pair of scissors. And I think that's it. Alright, so first step is taking your photo and gluing it down onto your cardstock. Now in the interest of me saving Mod Podge, I am going to glue it to a pre-cut template. So, put that aside. So first you're going to glue it down. Just cover your template or piece of paper with your adhesive. Funny story, I already made this video earlier and I watched the whole thing and I was like, wow, that was pretty informative and you actually made yourself laugh just now, so nice job. And then I realized that I didn't have the memory card in the camera. So that happened today. It's a tough life, right? So, for these envelopes, you can really do whatever you want to them. You can choose to make it really complicated. You could sew a bunch of cool stuff on them. You can glue down stuff. You can add pockets to it once you're finished or before. I don't know, you can do whatever the hell you want. It's your creative exploit, so I'm just showing you how to do the basics. Alright, so once you get this totally covered, for the most part, I don't know what else to say. Alright, you're going to take your photo, or whatever, press it down, make sure there aren't any bubbles. Damn it. Oh, that sucks. The edge of the top is not covered with this picture, it's okay though. I'll survive. Alright. Once you have it all smoothed out, you're going to cut again, or cut for the first time. Today we are listening to The Kinks' State of Confusion. Thought it was a good choice, because apparently I can't make a video twice in a row. I actually did this like 6 different times, and the first few times, well, the first time worked out perfectly, and then the next like 5 were exponentially bad. I had to stop in the middle. I might post them anyway. Yeah, so you're gonna cut all around. Alright, so once that's finished, you're gonna fold along the edges here. So where there is no paper, that's where you want your fold to be. You can use a bone folder or a ruler if you want to get a really precise fold, but I'm just going to use my hands right now, because I don't really care. It'll be extra bendy if it's still wet. You can choose to wait until this dries. That actually might be a better choice, because it'll help you out later. Yeah, so make sure it overlaps as well. So if you've made your own template, make sure that the wings are longer than you think they need to be, because you're going to want to glue. There needs to be a way to adhese it. So you're going to want some surface area. Alright, so now you have this all folded. You can fold down the top too, why not? Alright. So now we have the guy from a band with the word Power Bottom involved in it. He has cherries saran wrapped to his arm. It's a fun show. Alright. Now we're going to unfold it, and whatever flap is overlapping, that's the flap that you're going to put your adhesive on. And you're just going to put the adhesive on the very edge. Because if you put it too far down, it'll seep through, and it'll make a big mess in the middle, and you won't be able to open your envelope. So, take my advice. Alright. Whoops. Wow. Press it down. And then you're going to add Mod Podge to the bottom flap as well. And same thing here. You don't want Mod Podge against the flaps here, because then it'll make a big mess at the bottom. And you'd be wasting adhesive. You don't want to do that. Alright. Press it down. Alright. And get set it aside for a minute. This is the part where it's best to wait for it to dry, but in interest of me saving time and not being able to edit videos, I'm just going to do it in about like 30 seconds. So, alright. Oh, here's a sponsor section. If you want to support me and help me buy more Mod Podge, please buy my stuff. Or just give me some Mod Podge. You can check out my Facebook below. Alright. So next, you're going to take your circles, whatever circles or colors you choose to use. I'm just going to use red and yellow, I guess. Whoa. Alright. And you're going to take them and stab a hole through the middle of each one. And it's best to use a mat for this, for stabbing, because you could stab yourself in the hand, but I'm going to be badass and not care. But it is better to use one, because then you're not at risk of bending your paper or injuring yourself. Like about to. Alright, so stab holes through the middle of each circle. And then you're going to take your brads, whatever ones you choose. I'm going to use these two. Alright, that's that. Now, you're going to take your envelope. And I usually eyeball where I'm going to put the holes, but for this video I'm going to make it a little easier for you and show you a trick. So now that we've poked holes through the circles, you can arrange them on the envelope wherever you want them to be. Usually about the middle of this and the middle part of this. So right here. And you're going to take a pencil, make a pencil mark so you know where to stab the hole. On both sections. Alright, so now we know where we're going to stab. It's important. Again, use a mat. Ow. Alright. This is much easier when you've waited for it to completely dry because it's not as malleable and bendy. Like this is going to be a little warped. But we'll survive. We're going to have an envelope at the end, so. Ow. Oh man. Alright. So, it's all glued down. I'm going to take the circle, take the brad, put the brad's legs through the middle, through your circle, and put it through whatever hole you're going to put on your envelope. And then you're going to spread its legs. If you've ever used a brad before, you're going to know what that means. I don't know what the correct term is. You can correct me, but I think it's better to call it legs. That sounds suggestive. Alright, I'll take the other one. Do the same thing to the middle part. This is the hard part because you can't really see anything and you're going to stab yourself in the finger. I had a really rough time during the first video. This took about felt like forever, but it might happen again, so you might be in luck. Alright, I got it. Alright. Okay. So you have your circles put on. Now you're going to choose your string or cord or whatever you're going to use. You could probably even use floss if you want. It might work out. Might work out okay. You don't need a super long piece. Maybe like 8 inches tops. Alright. Take your string. And you're going to wrap it around the base of the top circle or the bottom circle. Doesn't really matter. You're just gonna tie regular knots. Alright. Then you're gonna cut the end off right to the edge of the circle. Alright, so now we have this. Then you're gonna wrap it around the base, or the circle. You're just kind of making a figure 8 pattern around each one. And that's how you seal it. That's it. So now we've made a really cool, personalized envelope. Alright, and yeah, so here are the other ones that I made today. You can also do transfers. I think that's kind of cool. I used old Life magazines. They mow the lawn like every week here. I don't understand why. Alright, so if you're using a transfer method, I put Mod Podge down onto the envelope itself, or the page, before you actually start folding it. And you put down the magazine page and let it dry for about 30 seconds tops, just until it starts to dry a little bit, and then peel it off and you'll be left with the reflective text or image. And some of the page ends up, if you let it dry too long, it ends up there, but I think it looks kind of awesome anyway. You can just paint random patterns, whatever you want. You can use some weird stamps that you found at the thrift store. Yeah, so that's about it. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this. I know I'm gonna enjoy watching this for the 3rd time. So yeah, thanks. I'm gonna drink water again.